Welcome to another episode of Daily Fantasy Showdown. If you watched the episode yesterday, you would have noticed that I took down the mini slam with a group of guys. We all put our heads together in the official Daily Fantasy Showdown Facebook group, broke down strategy, and entered the lineup together, and we won. First place, $500. We cashed for several other ones as well. And we're going to take a shot at the Mega Slam tomorrow, which is $1 million prize pool. First place gets 100,000. So we're just going to take all that money, which is 800 and so dollars, and just swing for the fences tomorrow. It's great working with those guys. They're all pretty knowledgeable. We all learn from each other. We all teach each other something. So if you want to talk daily fantasy on a daily basis, join the Daily Fantasy Showdown Facebook group. The link is in the description below. And if you're watching this and you haven't signed up to Fanduel or DraftKings, click the link below. I get a referral bonus for you guys signing up through my link. I'm doing this for free right now, so it would be nice if you guys could support your boy some way. One day I'd like to be doing this for a living. So let's go ahead and jump into Tuesday night's breakdown, and then after that I'm going to do a video, an early Mega Slam preview video, and I'm going to probably break down two of the positions and which games I'm going to start targeting for that day and why. So I think you're going to want to watch that video too. It'll be up later tonight. But for now, for Tuesday, we got another dose of Russell Westbrook on the menu. He's averaging like a crazy 62 fantasy points a game the last 6 games. You can't fade him, okay? This isn't, don't be cute. You're playing him. The best way to do that is do a 60-40 split, 60 in favor of Westbrook, 40 in other guys. There's always enough value out there to fit Westbrook in your lineup. So don't let the price tag fool you. You can find some people there that are going to perform. He's going to be in a lot of winning lineups tonight. You have to start him. So then we have Steph Curry against the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard sucks on defense. LaMarcus Aldridge might be out. I'm hoping for a point guard shootout. I'm always hoping for a point guard shootout. But Lillard sucks on defense. Curry isn't the greatest either. Hopefully they just try to show out and outdo each other. If you're going to start Curry, you're going to start Lillard, especially if Aldridge is out. Earlier in the season, before the All-Star break, Aldridge was out and Lillard was just going ham. Okay, he was getting like 50 fantasy points a game, facilitating the offense, scoring points, getting assists. So watch that very closely, because the game flow in this game tomorrow is going to go way differently if Aldridge is out in our favor. MCW is definitely in play tomorrow. I like MCW. I'm not in love with him, but he's playing the Heat. The Heat have Goran Dragic. He isn't the best on defense. I think he's averaging around 30 fantasy points per game right now. Reggie Jackson continuing his tear. He had a 59-point fantasy game. I think he's been hitting around 40 to 45 the last 4. He's playing the Raptors and Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry might be out. He's not very good on defense anyway. Just ride the Reggie Jackson bandwagon until the wheels fall off. Going a little further down, if you watch these videos, you know you should start guards against the Sacramento Kings. It's like in the Old Testament or something like that. They just suck against guards. It's like starting bigs against Denver, but that doesn't count anymore as much. I think Denver's kind of tightened up their defense recently, but the guard against the Kings is definitely the way to go. Smith has a bigger upside than Cannon. You don't really want to start Cannon. Just go with Smith. He's reasonably priced. I'm going to have some steady exposure to him tomorrow. Mark your calendars. Linsanity starts again tomorrow. He's going to get the starting nod, and he's got a sick matchup tomorrow. I forgot what it is. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry. For Wednesday. My apologies. But tomorrow you can probably start him because he's playing the Thunder, and there's blowout potential here. That means Lynn's going to get more minutes than he might as usual. He's actually kind of splitting it pretty evenly with Clarkson, so I don't know if he's going to get more minutes. Hopefully they'll just preserve him until Wednesday, because I'm going to have him in so many lineups Wednesday, it's not even going to be funny. Shooting guard, you're playing Dwayne Wade. He's a good call. He kind of cooled off. He was hitting about 40 fantasy points a game for about 3 games in a row. Kind of cooled off the last 2. He had a 27-ish and a 22-point-ish game. You can start him here. I mean, his creaky knees are always a risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. If Lowry's out, DeRozan becomes the top shooting guard play on the board. Even if he's in, it's still a pretty good play. The Pistons suck. He just has a pretty good upside. He's been playing really well after the All-Star break. Greek Freak, one of the best in the league. Soon. Maybe not right away. He stuffs the stat sheet. He's getting there. He's developing fast. He does it all. And the most I love about him is his minutes are safe. He's getting 40 minutes a game the last 6 games. That's insane in Jason Kidd's crazy rotation team. Everybody else, you don't know what kind of minutes they're going to get. Greek Freak gets 40 per game. I love him against the Miami Heat. And who is he playing? Luol Deng? Good luck, Deng. I mean, he's not who he used to be. I mean, he's okay, but he's not going to stop the Greek Freak. Try to avoid going any lower against or at shooting guard. If you want to gamble a little bit, go with Macklemore. He's playing the 76ers. They suck, but otherwise, it's getting ugly. And there just really isn't anyone that jumps out tomorrow. Small forward, I think Draymond Green is the top play on the board as long as Aldridge is out. Okay, if Aldridge is in, you can kind of fade him. Kawhi Leonard is a pretty good play. It's not the greatest play, but you know what? It's pretty good. It's good enough. Don't overthink it. He's getting about close to 40 fantasy points per game over his last 5. I think he kind of beat up Chandler Parsons a bit. Other than that, you can go Middleton. What's funny is on DraftKings, Middleton is a shooting guard, but on Fanduel, he's a small forward, and Greek Freak is a small forward on DraftKings, but a shooting guard on Fanduel. So I like either or in the matchup at the end of the day. I really do. I think I just referred to Greek Freak as a small forward on here. So if you got confused, that's why. It's because DraftKings has it different. Parsons kind of has a tough matchup tomorrow. You can fade him. Other than that, Moot is always kind of a play at value. He averages 27 minutes per game. Doesn't really result in many points, but hey, it's nice to have that consistency. Maybe his production will match up to his minutes. I don't know. I wouldn't count on it. But if you're starting Westbrook, you're probably going to end up with him in your lineup anyway. Also, Nico Batum is going to be out for the Trailblazers, which means, oh man, Lillard is one of the top plays on the board tomorrow. So if that's the case, then you start Harrison Barnes. He's only 4,400. Excellent play tomorrow. He's one of my favorite plays if Nico's out at value. Power forward, Aldridge, we don't know what's going on with him. Monroe, we don't know what's going on with him. So Nerlens Noel is a great play. Playing Sacramento. Sacramento just sucks. Uninspired. Doesn't have anything to play for. Noel's really making up for lost time. He blew out his knee going into his rookie year. I think he still went #1 overall. And look how he's playing right now. He's playing great. Now you know it's his team. Now you know why he went #1 overall. Great player all around. Ursan, Ghost-Faced Ilyasova. Minutes are trending upwards. Stats are trending upwards. You better ride the Ghost-Faced Illa until the price gets too high because Jason Kidd keeps starting him. He's averaging close to 30 fantasy points per game. He's one of my favorite power forward plays tomorrow. Other than that, if Monroe is out, you can fire up Tolliver. He's not going to do much, so don't expect much out of him, but he's a value play and someone to kick around. At center position, I think Cousins is going to play. He got into foul trouble on Sunday. Wow, what a great matchup. He's playing the 76ers. 76ers suck against big men. Cousins averages like 50 fantasy points a game. He can get that and more in this game. Maybe he gets angry. I think I'm going to stack Rudy Gay and Cousins in a lineup. He's listed as probable. Beyond that, Enes Kanter against LA is a great play. He's averaging about 40 fantasy points per game over his last 5. He's a great sidekick to Russell Westbrook going off. I would stack him with Westbrook and then just kind of stuff the small forward spot with those value small forwards. And if you really need to go a little cheaper, you can go Big Val against the Pistons, who suck against big men. So, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of value up there if you want to get Westbrook in there. Don't be scared. If you guys have any questions, join the Daily Fantasy Showdown Facebook group. We discuss strategy. We're winning in there. We don't charge for lineups, okay? You should never, ever buy lineups. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're all just trying to get better for free. Everybody in there hates lineup selling. We boot anybody who's trying to do that. We just help each other because we want to get better and we want to learn. So if you post in the comment section, I might not answer you because I'm hardly on YouTube besides posting these videos. If you want to email me, draftshot@gmail.com. But otherwise, the best way to reach me is the Facebook group, Daily Fantasy Showdown. Thank you guys. You have a very good night. It was great chatting with you. Well, actually, great talking and you guys listening. It seems like my subscribers list is growing. It's very, very humbling to see that people actually enjoy listening to me talk about daily fantasy sports. Like I said, I'm doing this for free, so if you haven't signed up, click the link below, sign up, support your boy. I do get a referral fee for the sign up. You guys have a very good night, and look for my Wednesday preview video here in a few hours.